Have you ever felt like God has forgotten you? Like your prayers are unanswered and life is at a standstill? What if I told you that those moments of waiting are part of God's divine plan? Today, we're exploring a profound truth. God will bless you, but in His perfect timing. Stick with me as we uncover why patience is key and how trusting God can transform your life. The importance of patience in God's plan. Patience is one of the hardest virtues to practice, especially in a world that thrives on instant gratification. Yet, the Bible consistently calls us to wait on the Lord. Isaiah 42:31 says, "But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." This verse isn't just a promise. It's an invitation to trust God's timing. Waiting renews our faith, strengthens our character, and aligns us with God's perfect plan. The Bible is filled with examples of people who had to wait for God's blessings. 1. Abraham and Sarah. Abraham was promised descendants as numerous as the stars, yet he waited 25 years for Isaac to be born. Through their story, we learn that God's delays are not His denials. When the blessing came, it was greater than they could have imagined. What would have happened if Abraham and Sarah gave up on God? Their story reminds us that perseverance in faith brings divine fulfillment. To Joseph's journey. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, Joseph spent years in prison before becoming the second most powerful man in Egypt. God used his waiting period to prepare him for leadership. Sometimes, God uses the waiting season to build the skills and character we'll need for the blessings ahead. 3. Jesus' ministry. Even Jesus waited 30 years before beginning his ministry. His timing was perfectly aligned with God's plan to save humanity. It's natural to feel frustrated during the waiting period, but those moments are when we must lean into God's promises. Romans 8:28 assures us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Reflect on this. What if the delay you're experiencing is God's way of preparing you for something extraordinary? Practical steps to trust God during the wait. 1. Pray without ceasing. Prayer aligns your heart with God's will and gives you peace. 2. Focus on gratitude. Count your blessings instead of focusing on what's missing. 3. Stay active in faith. Use your waiting period to serve others, grow spiritually, and strengthen your relationship with God. Have you ever looked back on your life and realized that things didn't happen the way you wanted, but they turned out better? That's God's perfect timing. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." God sees the bigger picture, while we may see only the immediate. God is orchestrating something beautiful for our future. Let me share a story about a man who lost everything: his job, his home, and his hope. For years, he prayed for a breakthrough, but nothing happened. One day, he got a call for a job that was better than anything he could have imagined. That job led to new opportunities and a deeper relationship with God. He realized that the years of waiting were not wasted. They were a time of preparation. Now is the time to reflect on your own journey. Are you willing to trust God with your future? The waiting period is not wasted, a season of growth, preparation, and faith. Here's your challenge. Take a moment today to thank God for His perfect timing. even if you're still in the waiting season. Remember, His plans for you are good. Jeremiah 29:11.